Hi sir, good day. I'm Harold J. Inclonar, reporting the Court of Pillar, Chapter 4. Expected learning outcomes. At the end of this chapter, students are expected to have acquired satisfactory idea about the primary functions and powers of the Philippine courts in connection to criminal justice. Recognize the obligatory procedures that must be observed for the benefit of impartial observance of criminal justice. Identify the legal principles that is applicable to accused persons while under the state of the court pillar, and observe and evaluate the court procedures for criminal trials. Introduction to Court. So what is the legal foundation of the Philippine Court? The foundation of the Philippine Court is provided under Article 8, Section 1 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution or Judicial Department, which states that the judicial power shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such lower courts as may be established by a law. What is the scope of judicial power? Judicial power includes of duty of the courts of justice to settle actual controversies involving rights which are legally demandable and enforceable, and to determine whenever or not there has been a grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack of excess of jurisdiction on the part of any branch or instrumentally of the government. The regular courts. First, the Supreme Court or the SC. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the Philippines. There are only one Supreme Court composed of one Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justices. It is the final arbiter of any and all judicial issues. Were so deciding, it may sit in main or divisions of 3, 5, or 7 members. And we have also the Court of Appeals, or CA. The Court of Appeals composed of one presiding justice and 68 associate justice is vested with jurisdiction over the appeals from the decisions of the regional trial courts and certain quasi-judicial agencies, board commissions. And the third is Regional Trial Courts, or RTC. Regional trial courts shall exercise exclusive original jurisdiction in all criminal cases not within the exclusive jurisdiction of any courts, tribunal, or body, except those now falling under the exclusive and concurrent jurisdiction of the Sangguniang Bayan, which shall hereafter be exclusively taken cognizance of by the latter. And the fourth, Metropolitan Trial Courts, or MTC. Municipal Trial Courts, or MTC, and Municipal Circuit Trial Courts, or MCTC. There shall be created a Metropolitan Trial Courts in each metropolitan area established by a law. A Municipal Trial Court in each of the other cities or municipalities, and a Municipal Court circuit or trial court in each circuit comprising such cities and or municipalities that are grouped together pursuant to law. So what is the jurisdiction of MTC, MTC, and MCTC? Except in cases falling in the exclusive original jurisdiction of regional trial courts and of the Sangguniang Bayan, the Metropolitan Trial Courts and Municipal Trial Courts and Municipal Circuit Trial Courts shall exercise first exclusive original jurisdiction over the violation of the city's or municipal ordinance committed with their respective territorial jurisdiction, and exclusive original jurisdiction over the offenses punishable with imprisonment not exceeding 6 years, irrespective of the amount of fine, regardless of the imposable accessory or other penalties, including the civil liability arising from such offenses or prediction, irrespective of kind, nature, value, or amount of thereof, provided, however, that in offenses involving damage to property through criminal negligence, they shall have exclusive original jurisdiction. We have also the special courts. The special courts, or the Court of Tax of Appeals, or CTA. The Court of Tax of Appeals exclusive appellate jurisdiction to review a appeal the following. First, decision to the Commissioner Internal Revenue in case involving dispute assessments. B. Decision in the Commissioner of Customs in case involving liabilities for custom duties, fees, or other money charge. And in automatic review cases where such decisions in Commission of Customs favorable to the taxpayer in evaluated to the Secretary of Finance under the Section 2315 TCC. And the last is decision of the Secretary of Trade Industry in the case of non-agricultural products, commodity or article. And the second, we have the Sangguniang Bayan. Sandigang Bayan, rather. Sorry. The Sandigang Bayan have jurisdiction over criminal and civil cases involving the graft of corrupt practices and such other offenses committed by the public officers and employees, including those government-owned or controlled corporations. And we have Sharia courts. Sharia courts are Sharia district courts, or SDCs, and Sharia circuit courts, or SCCS, that were created in 1977 through presidential decree in 1083, which is also known as the Code of Muslims Personal Laws. And what is the difference between jurisdiction and venue? So, jurisdiction refers to the power of the authority given by the law to a court or tribunal to hear and determine certain controversies, while venue refers to a particular country or geographical area in which court with jurisdiction may hear or determine a case. So we have two groups of jurisdiction. First is the criminal jurisdiction. It refers to the power and authority to hear cases which are criminal in nature. While the civil jurisdiction, it refers to the power and authority to hear cases which are civil in nature, are not criminal acts. So we have the classification of jurisdiction. First, the general jurisdiction, the special jurisdiction, the original jurisdiction, the appellate jurisdiction, the exclusive jurisdiction, the concurrent jurisdiction, the delegate jurisdiction, and the territorial jurisdiction. Under the territorial jurisdiction, we have the MTC, RTC, and CE and CA. So we have also the classification of the courts according to the jurisdiction. The Court of General Jurisdiction, the Court of Special Limited Jurisdiction, the Court of Regional Jurisdiction, the Court of Appeal, Appellate Jurisdiction, and the Superior Courts, the Inferior Courts, Court of Records, and Constitutional Courts, and Statutory Courts. So what is the doctrine of hierarchy of courts? It is an established policy that our parties must observe the hierarchy of the courts before they can seek relief directly from the Supreme Court. The rationale for this rule is twofold to wit. First, it would be an imposition upon limited time of Supreme Courts, and it would inevitably result in a delay, intended or otherwise, in the jurisdiction of cases which some instance had to be demanded to refer to a lower court as the power forum under the rules of procedure, or as leader equipped to resolve the issues because the Supreme Court is now trier facts. So we have the basic court system in the Philippines. In the Philippines, the regular courts engage in the administration of justice or is organized into 4 levels as depicted in the following diagram. We have the review courts. Under the review courts, we have the Supreme Courts, or the SC, and the Court of Appeal, or the CA. And in the trial courts, we have regional trial courts, or RTC, and metropolitan TC, and MTTC, MCTC. And we have the special courts, or under the Supreme Courts, we have the Court of Appeal and Sangguniang Bayan. Under the Court of Appeals, we have Court of Tax of Appeals, Regional Trial Courts, and Sharia District Courts. Under the Sharia District, we have also the Sharia Circuit Courts and the Regional Trial Courts. Under is the Municipal Trial Courts in cities, Metropolitan Trial Courts, and Municipal Circuit Trial Courts, then the Municipal Trial Courts. So what is the doctrine of adherence of jurisdiction? The principle that once a court has acquired jurisdiction, that jurisdiction continues until the court has done all that it can do in exercise of the jurisdiction. The doctrine holding even the finality of the judgment does not totally deprive the court of jurisdiction over the case. What the court loses is the power to amend, modify, or alter the judgment. Even after the judgment has become final, the court retains jurisdiction to enforce and execute it. It is also called the doctrine of continuity of jurisdiction. So that is all about the Court of Pillar. Thank you.